This video is for my friends. 2018 has been my year. And it hasn't been my year because it's been easy, but the challenges that I said yes to in 2018 have made for some of the best times of my life. 2018 for me was all about making decisions. It started back in March when I was getting ready to graduate high school and decide on a college. I had been accepted into some good schools and had gotten some good scholarships, but none of them felt like the right one. There was one that I was waiting to hear back on, the University of Miami. Ugh, the one school that was my top choice, but it seemed so unlikely. I was deferred to spring admission, and at first thought, the idea of waiting a semester to go to college seemed pretty lame. But as I settled into the idea more and more, I came to realize that some things are worth waiting for, and I knew this was where I was supposed to be. This summer was, without a doubt, the best time of my life. My high school small group leader told me that the summer before college is one of the most carefree times of your life. Dude, he was right. I saw new parts of the country, tried things that I've never done before, shared the best times with friends, and I'd do anything to go back to these times. As summer came to a close, the reality started to hit that most of my friends would be beginning a new chapter of their life. And, well, I wasn't yet. Incredible mentors would constantly encourage me and remind me of the purpose of waiting a semester. But there were definitely many times where I questioned every decision I'd made about the future. This semester, I took 2 classes at Georgia State downtown, which I really enjoyed, but school really wasn't a big part of my life. Earlier this year, a friend of mine told me to write out a list of things that I wanted to use extra time I had this semester to do. One of which was I wanted to become a better creative. I wanted to find what I really enjoyed creating and do more of it, only to please myself. So I did. I started caring less about the response I got on posts and started creating things that I knew I liked, even if no one else would. I worked more jobs this semester than ever before. I explored new avenues and got to work on some really incredible projects. In January, one of my good friends took me to climb with him. I came to love it so much, and there hasn't been a week where I haven't climbed at least 3 times. There's something about climbing, for me, that was so remedial. As another buddy of mine said, you can either think about everything that's going on in your life, or you can think about nothing. And to be up in the air, scaling a wall, looking down, is such a freeing feeling. I could do that any day. I knew that many of my best friends leaving for college would be tough, but I wasn't really sure how tough. I'm so proud of each of my friends and where they ended up this semester, but I really do miss them. It was also this semester that I leaned back on friendships close to home that had been there all along. And these friendships have meant the world to me. They're the kind of friends that you hang out with all day, maybe even several times in one day. The people that you share your rawest moments with and get into arguments with, because as one of my friends says, it takes an intimate level of friendship to be comfortable fighting, and that should be celebrated. Without a doubt, the thing that I'll miss most about Atlanta is not getting to hang with my crew every day. But I know that these people will be lifelong friends. I'd rather live under the poverty line and have friends like these than be a billionaire and not have a crew like this. And I think the reason why this feels so heavy is because we can all relate to it. We, at some point in our lives, have been able to identify who those people are for us. We know who's going to have our back, who's going to be there for us, even when we don't think we need it. And I learned that I will always need that. And being there for other people feels so good. My friendships, especially with a couple of these dudes who had my back no matter what, has set the standard for what I want my friendships to look like in Miami. So as I look ahead to Miami and all of this is going on in my head, I'm pretty terrified, to be honest. But I also know that I've never moved houses in my life, let alone 10 hours away to a city where I have no friends. And I think because it's so uncomfortable and because I've never done anything like this before, despite being so terrified for it, I'm also super excited for it. I know that it's not going to be comfortable, but I think that's the reason why I'm so excited to go. And to know that on the other side of college, you know, whether I'm staying there in Miami or moving to Atlanta or wherever I'm gonna be, I know that I'm gonna be a better friend, I'm gonna be better creative, I'm gonna be a harder worker, I'm gonna be all these things because I stepped into something that was so uncomfortable for me. I know that the future is better than anything I could have dreamt for myself. Now, I know this may seem a little dramatic. I mean, after all, I am just going to college. But there's something about an expiration date on my time here in Atlanta that made every moment a little bit more special. Even when friends from other colleges came home, we just got straight to it because we knew that the time that we had here was limited. It's made everything I've done so much more intentional. So here's to new adventures, and here's to my friends who made this year the best time of my life. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you guys a lot. Oh, I don't like that part.